Hello from the Dreamport Discord server. I'm ShadowsPub, bringing you Pimp Your Post Thursday. On the show today, we'll share posts, meet others, and have some fun. You can share your own post or someone else's you really like. Take part, drop the PYPT emoji into the show text channel. I'll add you to the list to take a turn sharing posts. When I call on you, add your post link to the text channel, come on voice to tell us about it. Keep it brief, like a short commercial for the post. If you can't do voice, it's okay. You can share by text, but the text and the link must be ready to paste into the text channel when I call on you. You can have more than one turn, but you must use the emoji for each turn. Okay, let's get started. Now, while I'm thinking about it, and I should say things when I'm thinking about them, the 27th of this month, there will be no PYPT. I'll be at an online conference that day. So I'm giving you all fair warning. All right, Luchelle, you are up. By the way, the new NFT is in the draws for Show Channel. Yes, you're first to go. And she's doing text. Let it get up on the screen. Come on, load up. Huh. And Leo is super slow right now by the looks of it. I'll change that to Peak D. There we go. Peak D came right up. All right. And Luchelle says, do you think that all individuals exhibit common sense when they are expected to do so? I don't think so, and I discuss the reasons for my notion in this blog, so you need to read it. Sounds to me like it'd be common sense to read it, guys. Just, a shot at that anyways. All right, and Artemis, you're up.
Okay, so of course I have to post a daily echo, and this one's kind of cool because it's twofold. First, it's talking about courage and vulnerability, which are really tough things, and it talks about to address the insecurities, fears, and flaws hidden within our protective layers. To do so is like emerging from a cocoon. So that's really thought-provoking, but what I thought was cool was the hard work of exploring our shadows requires as much time and effort as necessary. So give her some love.
So notice that's a lowercase shadow. That doesn't mean you get to explore me.
Oh, yeah, I should have pointed that out. Sorry.
Well, if somebody wants to guest host, they can, but I will warn you, the last time someone needed to guest host when I had to go for surgery, it took 4 people to do it.
That's fact.
I did. Glad you brought it to my attention. Now I'll go back and find it. Ah, I see. You must have dropped it just as I was starting the intro. Okay, we'll get you in there. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, Ankem. Good idea to keep an eye on it, especially when we're starting the show. All right, that got that caught up, and we'll add Artemis in. And Chi, you're up. there she goes. All right, Chi. Ah, you're not talking today. Who would have thought I could be able to fix a light generator that is faulty, and I'm a lady for that matter. Read up, thank you very much. I would have no doubt that you could do it, Chi. But then I'm a little biased in that area. And Kitty Girl, you're up.
Okay, that was a little faster than expected. I don't know if Bluefin Studios listens to the recordings each week from Pimp Your Post Thursday or not, but if he does, I want him to know that we do miss him, and we hope all of this extra work he's doing will end soon so he can be back in here with us. He posted a picture the other day of his cat, and I thought it was a fantastic picture. If looks could kill, oh my goodness. I mean, just look at those eyes.
Yeah, Tucker's quite a character. I think he's
his dad.
True. He's mellowed a little bit, but I can remember when Bluefin first got him and he was just a kitten. Tucker's greatest joy was trying to trip Dad on the way downstairs, and he succeeded a few times.
Well, so if Bluefin Studios is listening, I hope he realizes we do miss him. And we're thinking about him.
So
I don't miss him, and I'm not thinking about him at all. Like, I'm not thinking about, I wasn't thinking about him when I was in Connecticut, and I'm not thinking about him now.
I was talking to him this week. I kind of thought he had some time off this week, but somebody must have taken it up on him. So hopefully it's income that took him up on it. But I will make sure that part of the recording gets brought to his attention.
Okay, good deal. Thank you.
Pravesh, you're up.
Hello. Now this one is a special one. So let's see. Okay, there is no thumbnail. That's my bad. But if you open this link, you will see all the reports of PYPT that I'm curating in our list. It has like 258 posts as of now. It was a tough task. I used some Hive SQL to get all the posts, but then Shadows, you made it really hard because you are not consistent with the formatting and the tags. Like on the older posts, you used some like PYPT. Some had no PYPT in the tags, so some had curation only, but the curation had all the other posts as well. And even the PYPT had like all the other announcement posts and stuff like that. So I had to get a list of like 400 posts first by filtering all the like posts by PYPT or curation tag, and then I had to just delete all the extra 100, 200 ones, whatever those were. By hand, by manually. Oh man.
You're a dedicated guy.
Wait, let me play my teeny tiny violin.
Can you please use PYPT report?
I do try to remember to put PYPT first so that it ends up, the main tag, but I don't always remember.
But the issue with it, you don't always. And of course, the blockchain records the first 5 tags. So if you have put it in the 6th tag or 7th, then it still does not work.
Well, I try to avoid that. I usually say to myself, you've got 4 tags that are freeform, and then you start doing things like, the Alliance and the Oxyon and, those types.
Yeah. But then those still, PYPT still will give you announcement and all the things like today is PYPT Thursday again. Like there were so many posts like this, so I had to
Well, I've stopped.
remove those.
I've actually stopped putting the post in the day before. So
Yeah,
I,
but there was no consistency.
I know.
That's made it harder. But it was
Well,
fun.
I hate to mention it
Challenge.
to you, Pravesh. I'm human. And I'm old.
Yeah. But it was really like
I'm an
nice
old
looking
human.
at
What the
all.
hell?
Even the
I'm not
even the
touching that.
titles even the titles evolved.
Well, the
Like
titles the
yeah,
titles always evolve because I change the titles up. I don't want the same title every week.
yeah.
I do that on
Like
purpose.
if someone scrolls down way down, which will take some time to do it, you'll see like the first three had no and some posts were like 3A, 3B. So you were doing like multiple at one time as well back in the days, like when you started.
3A,
It was fun.
3B. Oh, I know what that
Yeah.
was.
Oh,
That was
and there
the
was some like
that was the
morning report,
third.
evening report.
That was the well, yeah, because it was being done twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3A would have been the morning, 3B would have been the evening show, and it would have been the
It was
third week of the month.
yeah, and now I'm thinking of doing some uh like collecting some data like who shared how many posts in the past year or something. It would
That'd
be
be an
nice to have.
interesting challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be nice.
Sounds like you're having fun playing with MySQL.
Yeah, it is always fun.
Actually, I've got to install MySQL on this computer. I haven't done that
Yeah,
yet.
well, it's I'm using the hivesql.io. It's a library by Arcane, so he maintained a record of it, and you
Yeah.
can use Python by using it. So
Well,
I did that.
the reason I'm installing it on this computer is I'm making a database of the daily echoes for a website. Hey, Maggie. So that's the reason it's going on this computer, not because I'm really into playing with MySQL.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, Wandering Moon, I've been discovering that my ChatGPT is a wonderful tutor on anything I want to know these days. So when I go to install MySQL, if I want some guidance, I go to ChatGPT.
These bots are really powerful now. I use some like for some queries I use them, for some like debugging I use them, and they are really super accurate, super fast, and
Yep.
that has changed everything.
Like you could spend hours searching the net to get an answer to a question like, why am I having this problem or that problem? And you can get it in 5 seconds from ChatGPT.
Yeah, and it's so easy and so quick.
Yeah.
And also there are some like free options now available. I used a free option, so you could use it like for free, and they are still totally accurate and as good as something like ChatGPT tools. So we have been working like growing in this AI field a lot.
So using ChatGPT for Hive, are you being careful that you're telling it the blockchain called Hive? Because there's a company that makes blockchains called Hive.
Yes, you have to say that. But I asked who is Pravesh Zero once, who is Pravesh Zero on Hive blockchain.
Right?
And then they told me a report of me. And I know where that report came from. It came from someone who interviewed me. And there were like all the things that I wrote to like gave answers to that report. And I was like, oh no, this is a bit scary, getting a bit scary right now.
Yeah, it knows a little more than you expect. Change that to Hive blockchain and make blockchain one word. Try that.
It is work. It is work. I checked this DeepSeek when it was running good. Now I think it has some issues. Too many users are using it. but when there were not like that many users, I used the web feature and the deep think model, and they were really good.
I haven't really played with
Really.
that yet, but then I've been kind of focused on some other stuff. I'll maybe play with that sometime in the near future.
Now they really limited their use because it has blown up a lot.
Yeah.
And it's tough to use them.
All right. Thank you, Pravesh. And Wandering Moon, you're up. Tuna shortcake.
Sorry?
Go ahead.
Kitty surprised me this morning.
Why
This
is
was the
that?
first thing I came across, and this was something we had talked about last week.
Yep.
All I'm going to say, aside from you need to go read this, it's really it's a really cool write up. Is come on, people, let's start responding with our with other ideas on what'd you call it, budget meals?
Yeah, because you're probably going to need them.
Yeah, with the price of groceries these days, we all need budget meals, I think.
They're not going to get any better either in the current situation.
I've come across the girl on YouTube who does meal prep shorts,
Mm-hmm.
and it's some of the things that she suggests it is something that I would never have thought of.
So another thing you can do on YouTube if you're looking for economical cooking is look up the channels that do Depression era recipes.
Thanks, Shadows. I'll check that out.
I know that there's at least one or two channels that do that. Somebody, I'm trying to remember the name of the channel. It's been so long since I looked at it. But some young guy was smart enough to realize his grandmother had been around during the Depression and knew a whole bunch of those recipes, and he filmed her doing them. I thought that was pretty cool.
That would be an interesting watch.
It was. It was quite a while ago I watched it, but yeah, that was a smart cookie. Get his grandmother to make the meals. She had that skill, and he had the skill of doing video. All right.
Shame my
Italian.
grandmother passed away in around 2005.
Right. All right. Kelvin, you're up. Kelvin, are you with us? I don't see activity. Kelvin. What's going on there? Just in case he's not hearing me. There he is.
Sorry.
Where were ya?
I was trying to get my link.
Okay.
Here it is.
All right. You can be forgiven for that. There we go.
So, this post is about fundamental social rights. Just like we have fundamental human rights, I'm of the opinion rather that we should have our fundamental social rights, like things that should be allowed to do on social media, and things that can be punished, not just by losing accounts, but probably finding a way to involve the law, because there's those who have made it a hobby to harm people online. probably not physically, but through the things they say or what they post. So I feel everyone has the rights to their social rights. You can read about it.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, what I'm hearing is that you're suggesting that people need to behave more online like they would offline.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. People get away with way too much on social media at times.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Calvin. And NChem, you are up. All right. Let's see what NChem has to say here. She says, pet peeves are small things that annoy us or irritate us as humans, often in a repeated way. In the past, I discussed how open communication helped me addressing and resolving pet peeves, which helped to strengthen my relationship instead of allowing those habits to affect my relationship negatively. You can check out this post for more details. Oh, those pet peeves. But sometimes pet peeves are fun. What's your most fun pet peeve, NChem? Or is that because they're a peeve, they're not fun at all? She's going to tell us something here. She's typing up a storm. Some are irritating. Well, I kind of think that's why they're called a pet peeve, is because they are irritating. All right. Thank you, NChem. Alessandra, you're up. Look at that. She was ready and waiting.
Okay, so hi everybody. I have been away in posting. When things get to be too much, there's something has to go. And because Hive is like one of the more recent things in my life to get added in, it's the thing that loses its chair when it comes to musical chairs of interests. So I'm like, how can I hack this? What is something that I'm already doing? What is something I'm already doing that I could add just maybe a little bit of effort to break the spell of being stuck of, oh, how am I going to come back to Hive? So hanging around doesn't really show up on the blockchain. I can be in PYPT, I can be in, but if you're not like actually using your keyboard, it doesn't really show up on the blockchain, so it looks like you're MIA. Well, that's been my situation. So this week I've been able to have the clarity of thought. I'm really grateful about that. To move some things around and follow this less is more kind of a concept. And so something that I'm doing every day is hosting 4, sometimes 5 events for Creative Work Hour. And I do a roster for that. And I put notes with that every day, but it's over in the Creative Work Hour Discord. So I've tried it a few times, but I wasn't very successful. But this time, with some elbow grease and 4 hours of concentration on Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, I was able to post something on Hive that began with the roster posts that I do every day for on Discord for Creative Work Hour. So I'm hoping that the fun that we have in the group is getting communicated through this post. And if not, that's okay. I would just love to hear some feedback on how to do that, how to convey the fun of a group in a text post that is accompanied by images. So I hope you'll take a look at it and help me out because I've been banging my head against the wall, and I hope that this is the breakthrough I've been seeking. The end. Thank you.
Thank you, Alessandra. You might want to stop banging your head against the wall. It just makes your head hurt. She's going to think on that one. I think that looked kind of fun there. I don't know what more you could actually do. But I guess, it just depends who's reading it. Some people will look at that and go, geez, that looks kind of fun. And other people will look at it and go, yeah, so.
Well, there is that thing that helped me in my own personal journey, mental health seeking, is the realization of, you know what, I'm not for everybody.
Yeah. But that's okay. That's how we curate who's around us. It's kind of like nature's doing the curating of who's around us, because we're not for everybody. All right. Thank you, Alessandra. And Artemis, you are up. Artemis? We just saw this, didn't we?
Oh, and unmuting helps. Yeah, that's not that. There you go. I'm promoting Alessandra. Just a sec. I have the link here.
Okay. Well, Alessandra, apparently it was fun for Artemis.
Aw, thank you, Artemis.
Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, so this is from Shani Beer, and she actually comes to Knit Happens Wednesdays in the fiber arts community, and I'm gonna say that I really love talking to her, so I started following her. And this is about a knit along. I love the colors. I actually had a knit along years ago, and I used the same sort of colors. So she's gone to a knit along, and it's kind of stressful in its own ways. And then she talks about some dyeing that she did using natural, I'm having a brain fart day, sorry guys. Using natural items, like she's dyeing with tea and rust, which is kind of cool. So give her some love. Ask her whatever questions you want.
And if you haven't been to the Knit Happens Wednesday, you might want to check it out. Mark your calendar for next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Stay for an hour, stay for 2. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's really informal. Drop in whenever, leave whenever. Thank you, kitty girl.
All right. And Luchelle, you're up. And the first draw is also up. And Bipolar has won it. Bipolar still with us? Yes, there she is. I have to keep looking for that funky new name of yours. There she is. There's Luchelle. All right. Luchelle says, looking at the music of the 90s and that of today, which do you prefer? So this friend at Becky Royale shared her thoughts on the question. Please read it to know her favorite. Was your favorite in amongst that, what she wrote? Luchelle? Oh, good. So there you go. You can get 2 for 1. You can find out Becky Royale's and you can find out Luchelle's favorite by reading the post. You were in the wrong channel. Uh-oh. Which channel were you in, or should I ask? I thought you were kind of quiet. I thought, why hasn't she dropped an emoji yet? Kitty girl, you're up. Oh, you were in general. Oh, yeah, that's kind of hard to get noticed up there.
Well, there is a type of soup called gazpacho, Gazpeatho, which is a cold soup made from vegetables. And there's several different types of gazpacho, but Riverflow's made one from cucumbers because she lives in Australia, and so it's summertime down there. The cucumbers are coming in. And this looks like a wonderful bowl of soup. I would love to have some of this. It's so festive with the stuff she sprinkled on top, and she puts a little bit of miso paste, which is made from soybeans in the soup, just to give it a little bit more of an umami flavor. And it just sounds wonderful. I would love to try it. So another recipe for your recipe boxes.
Miso's an interesting choice. Artemis got me into that. It's her fault. It does add some interesting flavor to dishes.
I would never have thought of putting it in a cucumber soup, though.
It makes sense, though, because cucumbers, the flavor tends to be subtle. So if you want to pump it up a little bit, it makes sense to put it in. Yeah, salty and umami.
Yeah. When you describe it that way, it sounds right. But Riverflows is a good writer, even when she's not writing about food. It's just interesting to hear her take on life and read about some of her adventures. So that would be a good blog to follow.
Geez, English cucumbers were on for 99 cents each a week or so ago. I looked at them and was tempted, and then I went, nah. See, I might have been really tempted with that recipe.
I tried an English cucumber last year for the first time, and I really like it. There's fewer seeds in it, and they're a little bit longer and skinnier, so there's a little bit more work in peeling them maybe, but the peel is a lot softer and digests easier, so I find that I really don't even need to peel the English cucumbers.
Yeah, it's not very often that I peel them.
Yeah, the fewer seeds in it is a big benefit. I like that.
Yeah. And I really enjoy them in a touch of vinegar. All right, Amy, you are up. Amy. Hopefully she's getting her link. Hello, Rocky. Your turn's coming, Saki. Amy, are you with us? Maybe she's having network issues, or maybe she's finding her link. I'll give her a moment. Nope, looks like she was having network issues. She's dropped out. Go ahead, Seki. He comes back in, we'll let her go ahead then.
Okay. So, probably already here in the church, but let me try and finish before they start their songs or whatever. Yeah. So this was for Three Tunes Tuesday Jungle, I don't know anybody who knows the band, but it's a band I found out recently, last year, with one of their songs back on 74, and I love their music. I love the vibe around it. I don't really understand the music, 'cause, like, the vocals are very high, although they do speak in English. It is a British band, but the vocals are very high, and I just love the vibe. Then their music videos, which always have their dancers incorporated with it, it's just so nice to watch. And like, yeah, so the Three Tunes Tuesday post Jungle, you can check it out, see some of their songs in there. You can also check the band out itself, or themselves actually. Very nice people. Yeah, thanks. Any questions? Econ 74. Hello? I hope you guys hear that. You guys get all that?
Yeah, we got it. I'm just
Okay,
waiting to.
okay.
I'm giving a moment to see if anybody had any questions, and I didn't hear any, so I guess you're good, Seki. Thank you.
No problem. Bye.
All right, Bipolar, you're up. Don't put it in the wrong channel now, Bipolar. I'm gonna tease you. She's typing. She's got to have it in the right channel. Bellicus has joined us. Ah, you have phobias. Oh, is that one of them, the fear of heights, or just the fear of the bridge? Yeah, I get that fear of heights thing. I know what you mean on that one.
I heard someone recently that said that they did not have a fear of heights. What they have a fear of is falling. So just being up high, just being up high doesn't bother them. But, the fear of being too close to an edge and falling is really bad. I thought that was an interesting way of wording it.
Yeah, I get that. I found when I was working at the pharmaceutical plant, I found that if I had to go up high and I went up, with kind of a protective around me, like a cage on a front end loader, I could care less that I was up at a height. If I had to climb up a ladder, that would start to bother me once I got up to a certain height. So that would be the fear of falling.
So you experience the same thing. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, because those cement floors, that's a pretty abrupt stop. All right. Luchelle, you're up. I see Ballicus, and I see Enken typing. Luchelle. Oh, Amy's back. Amy, hopefully you're active. Your invoice. She said she can't find voice. You are in voice. She must not be hearing us. Yeah, I'll call you up next. Either that or Luchelle's having trouble with her network now. No, I see her typing. Networks are so much fun. All right. Luchelle says the question was for Memoir Monday, number 48, and in this post I listed some of the everyday activities that add color to my life. And the question is, What simple pleasures bring you joy? Now that should have been an interesting one to write on. Abinette has joined us now. Okay, Amy, are you able to hear me? If you are, you're up, and if you don't respond, I will tag you. There she goes. She heard me. All right. Give it a go, Amy.
Okay, hello everyone.
There you
This
go.
is an outfit this is an outfit I made on Monday. I'm using a new technique. So I shared it in the New Work community and you all can check it out. Thank you.
I like how you put all your progress images in. You can scroll down through those pictures and you can see that garment developing. Ooh, beautiful garment too. Nice job. Thank you, Amy. Okay, you're up. Oh, we got another drop. Who got the 3 HBI? Well, speak of the devil. Reke got the 3 HBI, and it's her turn to present. God, that happens a lot. I don't mean her getting it. I mean the person presenting gets it. And she says, have you ever had a friend that likes to pressure you to do things you don't like? Check out this post I made to the minimalist community and share your thoughts. Yeah, some people like to be over persuasive, don't they? All right. Thank you, Ricky. And Seki, you're up. And really good time to start dropping emojis. There he is.
So I've been in something of a book lull. That means like I've not been reading as much as I used to. And like I just decided to read this book. Like I joined the book club on a whim actually. I didn't really plan and just I said, oh my god, this is nice. Then I signed up. And they brought out this book to read, which I kept off on reading till the day we're actually meant to present on the book. I also let me start and I started till I finished the book. So yeah, it's a very nice book, Jonathan Stroud. Apparently it's also a very popular book, but I've not like heard about it before. It's a horror, but it's not really horror, more like action stuff. So all those book lovers out there that are looking for a nice read, also shorter than my other books of like 1,000+ pages. So yeah, you can go check it. The Screaming Staircase is a series. There are more in the series, which I might read and also present later on in the day. So yeah, thanks.
Lockwood and Company.
Yep, Lockwood and Co. Abi?
Yeah, Co is short form for company.
I know, but like here, I don't know why they don't put the company there. It's Co that they use. So
yeah, they've used
anyway,
they use the short form. Well, the reason they've used the short form is that it would draw attention if they put company. It would draw attention away from Lockwood. So they just used the short form. It's kind of a graphic choice.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Seki. And anybody else have anything they'd like to share today? All right. I guess you can go ahead, Seki.
2 for Thursday, or rather, there's 3. So, I think the only stacker that I know of here should be Kit Girl, I guess. Well, me, I'm not yet to stack. I'm planning on starting this year, but this is a coin, silver dollar, American silver dollar, which is a very popular coin among stackers, and it's one that I really didn't like seeing because, like, it was a generic coin that it never changes. Like, they never change the design and everything, but it's just always popular, and like it's annoyed me a bit. But this particular version 2025 somehow caught my eye. I don't know why. It's the same design, the same everything, but somehow I just liked it. So yeah, it is. Whether I'm finally in love with the Silver Eagles, that's the title of the post, finally in love with Eagles. American Silver Dollar. Yeah, Silver Eagle. So yeah, that was my last post. Thank you all.
So, I don't know if it's the picture, but it looks as though it's got more depth on the detail. Is that what drew your eye?
It's I don't know what it is. I don't know what drew my eye because like all of them they look like this. All of them, like if you check Silver Steel, probably I think when this starts, sometime around 19th century, it's the same design, the same size, the same everything. The only thing that probably changes is the years 2025. So whether it's 2025 that drew my eye, I don't know, but it's the same everything that's there. So I don't know what drew my eye to this one. I don't know what like made me like this one. So yeah,
Well,
it's just everything literally the same.
I've seen pictures of other silver dollars, and yeah, the detail's there, but it's like the detail is sharper on these two images.
Probably maybe because they are newer. I don't know.
It
I
could
don't know,
have
maybe
been.
it has more luster
Yeah.
or something.
Anyways, it got your attention, and you like it. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Thank you, Seki. Kitty girl, you're up.
Well, I think everyone here realizes that the Pimp tokens that I pass out are not from me, and they're not really affiliated with Pimp Your Post Thursday. They come from Ingenuity, who has been a long-time supporter of Pimp Your Post Thursday, and he just wanted to, do something nice for the folks who are here. He's oftentimes here at Pimp Your Post Thursday, but he hasn't been lately. This post is talking a little bit about what he has been up to, and there's a beautiful picture there at the top of the post that show ice crystals on a window with a reflection of a landscape, in the window, and it's just so pretty. It's he just happened to be at the right place at the right time and was able to capture the photo, and I just thought it was wonderful. But the rest of the post, he goes on to say what he's been up to lately, and then he ends up listing the people that he votes for witness and tells why he is voting for those people as a witness. So if you happen to have any of your 30 allotted votes free and want to vote for somebody else, give Ingenuity a vote for one thing, and then you can look over this list and find out who else he votes for and why, and maybe they would be a good person to consider. But I think it would be good to let him know that we do miss him in Pimp Your Post Thursday, and we appreciate his Pimp token support.
And this is a good time to remind people that you should check your witness votes every now and again and see that, number one, you're using them, and number two, that the witnesses you're voting for are active witnesses. I tend to forget myself, and I have to go and look every now and again. I love this line that Witty's used here. He says, I also offer a warning. I don't adhere to social norms, and I am the reason Elon smokes weed and cusses like a sailor. Apparently he's got an in with Musk. That was cute. All right. Anybody else got anything they'd like to share today? And there we go. Who's getting the first NFT for February? Calvin is getting the first NFT for February. There we go. You're not hearing anything? Could be because you're not in the channel. That would be why she's not hearing anything. All right. It looks as though everybody's happy for today. You've been listening to ShadowsPub host, Pimp Your Post Thursday. Thank you for joining us at PYPT, and join us next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Until then, keep on creating. And it's all about community. Oh yeah. Bye, Wilma.